Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, the channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. What happened, leftoids? I thought you were the ones who cared. I thought you were the ones with such compassion. I thought you were the ones who were dead set on tackling the tough issues. Real allies to minority communities. Why are you running? What are you running away from? What exactly is going on here? Well, folks, it's very simple. These Democrat politicians don't actually give a damn. What am I talking about exactly? Well, there's a bunch of viral videos bouncing around of a Fox News reporter, Gianno Caldwell, who he himself is a Chicago native, and back just a couple months ago, the summer of 2022, this summer, his younger brother, I believe aged 18 if I'm not mistaken, was tragically shot and lost his life in the south side of Chicago, and so Gianno Caldwell has dedicated most of his reporting for Fox News to the crime epidemic that's plaguing mostly Democrat cities. Well, let me get back on topic here actually. There's a bunch of viral videos of Gianno Caldwell meeting various top-level Democrat politicians at their offices or outside the Capitol, asking them what they're doing about crime, asking them for a possible meeting, and every single Democrat, essentially with their body language, tells him to F off, completely ignores him, and runs away. Who would have seen that one coming? And so, of course, that's what raises the question, what exactly is going on, Democrats? I thought you were the ones who cared. Well, apparently not. And that's the liberal or left-wing hypocrisy that we are going to cover in this video. So we've got some stuff to cover, folks. Let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so take a look at this trending piece from the Conservative Brief. Schumer, Democrats, run from Fox News reporter asking about crime. Gianno Caldwell, a Fox News reporter, pressed Republicans and Democrats on the rising crime rates nationwide, but only Republicans wanted to talk about it. But when he approached Democrats, they were not as willing to talk. Like New York Representative Jerry Nadler, who said, quote, he was in a rush right now. Take a look at the clip.
Oh, yeah, rush. We just want to talk about the crisis that is impacting our country with crime across the nation. Congressman Nadler, could we set up a meeting with your office and have this discussion? Maybe. I'm going to be busy. You're going to be busy? Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow, does that work? Who should we reach out to in your office, Congressman? We just want to talk about the crime crisis in America.
Here's Gianno Caldwell asking Senator Schumer,
violence is bad, reprehensible, should be condemned, but it is not the overwhelming picture in New York.
Senator, any reaction to the crime crisis in America? Crime is up, sir. There's a crisis. You have any reaction? You're a leader. I would think you would have a reaction to what's going on in the country.
Here's Gianno Caldwell pressing Ayanna Pressley.
I support the defund movement.
Any reaction to the rise in violent crime across the country, which is impacting students?
Well, I mean, our work on student debt cancellation is a direct response to what I would consider to be policy violence.
You mentioned policy violence. I just want to follow up on that. She got your question. She got my, yeah, I know the policy violence. I just wanted to know, do you feel that the police should still be defunded? Shoot you a note. We'll set it up.
And finally, here's Mr. Caldwell asking Ilhan Omar a very simple question about her support of the defund the police movement.
We need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
Any reaction to rising crime in America?
Ma'am, I'll look for you at the next vote.
You supported the defund the police movement. It led to rising crime. Do you have any reaction? Any reaction? No reaction? It impacts your citizens.
Is it really surprising? Democrats, of course, love a good slogan. They love the sloganeering. But when their slogans lead to actual mortality, when it all comes crashing down, they want nothing to do with it, huh? Go in, cause a disaster, cause all kinds of untold damage, and then walk away and hope that nobody saw you. That's essentially what's going on here. Because for them, of course, it's nothing but the narrative. Jerry Nadler says, oh, I'm in a rush, can't have a meeting with you right now. Gianno Caldwell responds, well, we could set up a meeting at another time. He slowly shuffles away into the elevator, never to be seen again. He was probably in a rush to his daily nap time, I'm assuming. These Democrats are not interested in solving any of the issues that they pretend to care about. Years upon years of pushing the slogan that Black Lives Matter, and then when asked by Mr. Caldwell to address possibly the gravest threat to young black life, probably second to abortion, but anyways, they run away and they choose to ignore because actually solving this issue doesn't benefit them electorally because clearly the issue is happening under their watch. Crime is spiking in only Democrat cities and they know that it's a Republican issue. They know that Republicans are winning on that issue, and so they would rather ignore it instead of coming to the table and finding a solution. It's just so despicable. But I'm sure what they would argue is, look at all of our spending proposals. Look at all the stimulus and student loan forgiveness that we're trying to pass. Their implication would probably be that we're trying to solve the problem through our government programs. The Republicans are just in our way. But of course, even that argument falls short now, doesn't it? How can any community thrive in an extreme high crime environment? It'll never happen. What Democrats don't seem to understand is that you can't throw money at a problem expecting it to fix itself. Business will never thrive. A community will never be able to move forward if businesses and business patrons can't exist in said community. The number one problem plaguing minority communities is crime. That's of course my opinion, but I really think it makes sense. How do you expect to move out of poverty without jobs, without tourism or people visiting, spending money in your shopping malls or at your restaurants, or the various services that your community has to offer? The simple fact of the matter is, crime is getting in the way. And when Democrats are questioned about solving this crime crisis that's currently plaguing Democrat cities, they are a simple no-show. They run away rather than tackle this issue because they're more interested in playing politics, they're more interested in their slogans, they're more interested in using racism and the race issue as a political pandering tool than they are in working with people to find solutions. Their view is that it's another political stunt from a Fox News reporter, probably something like that. But what it really is an older brother who's hurting, an older brother who's using his platform and his job and his position at Fox News to try to do something, to make some noise, to shine light, to start a conversation about an issue that has so deeply impacted him and his family. He lost his younger brother, for Pete's sakes. He's not playing some cynical political game. What it seems to me is that he's working his behind off to try to hold people accountable and to work with politicians who have a direct impact in the cities that are suffering from this plague of crime. That's what's really going on here, but of course all the copium leftists keep just saying, oh, another political stunt, just like Ron DeSantis sending over migrants to Martha's Vineyard. But no, again, it's holding these leaders accountable. You keep talking about how much you care about black life and illegal migrants seeking asylum, but when the problem hits your doorstep, you're MIA, you walk into the elevator, say, oh, well, I'm in a rush, and leave the room as quickly as humanly possible. It's frankly sickening. Republicans are supposedly the ones that don't care. Well, Democrats are the ones who purposely don't care because they'd rather the issues continue in many cases because it benefits them politically. I mean, talk about a cynical game. Just another political stunt. Yeah, you know what? Good. We should be seeing more of these political stunts highlighting the absolute hypocrisy and inaction of these Democrat hacks. You don't get to cause these crises and then just run away. These crises, these problems fall under your leadership, whether it's the federal government in the southern border or various Democrat governments running these Democrat cities, which people refer to as Democrat hellholes. You don't get to oversee these horrendous results and then just walk away, walk out of the burning building and say, I had nothing to do with this and nobody holds you to account. These people must be challenged, and whether it comes in the form of a political stunt or not, that's not an excuse, that's an attempted distraction that these coping vote blue no matter who people are employing to protect their dear leaders. How could you possibly use these poor migrants to make your political message? Do you see the human suffering happening at the southern border because of your leaders? And you're up in arms about the outrage of this political stunt. Give me a break. It's high time for these Democrats to answer some very simple questions and address some very important issues. I don't know about you guys, but that to me seems like a more important thing to focus on. That's what I got for you guys though. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel if you guys are up for it. I'm gonna get back to work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.